I am your host, Sergio, and this is Proxying for Orlando.
Hi, my name is Santiago. I'm going to be the replacement for Orlando, yes.
As you know, he is unfortunately not with us. No, he's not dead. He just had an appendix B removed. That's why he can't be here, and that's why I have my friend larping as Orlando.
Yep.
Unfortunately. And we're going to be talking about the cheeseburger or hamburger, because some of you all are lactose intolerant and we care for you. Alright. So where do we begin?
Well,
as you know, the hamburger is a good old American classic. Look at him. Look at Uncle Sam.
Can't. It's one of America's greatest foods. And it really shows America's, I guess it really just shows America's culture, which lack of culture, but still culture.
No. I mean, you are referring to the. It's like Legos. You see, you're a bunch of individual pieces that group together to get one final build, but the parts are still separate. They're separate, but they form a whole. That's how it is. That's how Legos work, right?
Yeah.
And as you know, the hamburger really is an American invention because, as we know, there's immigration towards America. Because what is this country founded on?
Germany.
No, it's not founded on Germany. Well, you don't know about the American Dream?
The American Dream.
Yes, it's founded on the American Dream.
The picket fence. And the simple house.
No, the idea that you could get a better life.
No.
That American Dream. I'm not talking about the one after World War II. That's later. We're going to talk about that later. And yes, it will relate to the hamburger. We're going to talk about it later, though. Not now. It's too early.
It's too early.
It's too early. Yes, it's too early. But now but here's the sad part. We actually don't know where the hamburger originated from, unfortunately. But here's some pretty cool theories, if you don't mind. So grab your tinfoil hats. Isn't that right? We have some on, right? Very tinfoil-y. This prevents us from being controlled by the government satellites, as you know. Very bad stuff.
Very, very bad stuff.
So first theory.
The first cheeseburger is often credited to a restaurant in Pasadena, in a restaurant named The Right Spot, as the guy behind the genius of the cheeseburger would be Leone Sternberg. As the burger was making its way through the region, it would be one of the many different variants of the hamburger where Sternberg would add a piece of cheese on the cooking patty, present his reaction to the world.
You heard it, folks. He is the one who supposedly made the cheeseburger. Now we need to know who made the hamburger, because clearly it was his idea to put cheese on a hamburger. Now we need other theories on who made the first hamburger. But here's the problem with that. We all know meat is a very common food. You know that, right?
Meat can be found anywhere.
What, beef? Oh yeah, where is that from? Can you find beef on every continent, like cows?
Not really, but you can find different variants of cows.
Exactly. That's what beef is. Like, of course, there's gonna be variations. That's how evolution works. They adapt like Maharaga to their environments. Second theory on how the hamburger was made. And the credit goes to Kaylin in Kentucky to give the cheeseburger its name. Wow. That's an innovation, I guess.
Truly.
And as always, there's always a lot of people claiming to make the first cheeseburger and hamburger. Most of these LARPers, basically Wisconsin, Ohio, Connecticut, Texas, they all pretend to have invented the hamburger one way or another. There's one madman to say, you know what, this is my dish, and my dish it is. Wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
And as you probably heard of the famous, where was it? Oh yeah, the famous sailors of Hamburg who wanted a good old meal to eat on their way on the submarine. It's complicated to find who specifically made the cheeseburger. That's why there's so much debate, and that's why me and Orlando, not Proxy Orlando, you never had headaches on trying to figure out who invented the first hamburger and cheeseburger. Because first of all, what is a hamburger? So, we're going to look at the image. Alright, tell me, what do you see? What do you see? What is the hamburger?
Beef.
Yes, you see the beef right there.
Cheese, two pieces of bread, and vegetables, most commonly known as lettuce.
Yes. And tell me, where in the world can you find any food that has a sort of grain and a sort of beef protein?
Everywhere.
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 Everyone thought of this idea.
But that's besides that. How did this supposed
And
cheeseburger and hamburger
reach our beloved state of Washington? Oh, Washington, how much I love you.
the evergreen state?
Mm-hmm. So this is Walla Walla. I know.
Yeah.
It's pointed on the map. And as you can see, our little dot and Yakima. We're going to use Yakima as a reference because I quite frankly don't know my directions. The first sighting of the hamburger in our beautiful state, in our beloved state, would be a reference in an 1886 menu. And it was referred to as the hamburger steak. The Walla Walla Washington Union referred to the hamburger steak on the menu of a local restaurant, confirming that it was chopped beef steak, that our beloved chopped steak abomination has reached coast to coast officially. And it was just a menu item in 1889 for a restaurant, a local restaurant in Walla Walla. Isn't that swell?
Yeah.
Isn't that swell and dandy? And as we could assume, it probably traveled to the direction of our valley, and that's how we got Burger Ranch. And this is our moment of break. As you know, there is no limit to LARPing, but we would like to give a moment of silence to Orlando.
May he recover.
And now we're done with our minute of silence. Alright, hamburgers. So, how do you relate one of the most bloody conflicts to the hamburger?
I guess it would have to be in terms of rations.
Ah, rations you say.
Yeah, rations.
Wouldn't you say those are patriotic things? Good sir? Like, wouldn't that be patriotic of you? Speaking of patrioticness, So, what kind of things would the regular American citizens, good old American citizens, be seeing throughout this time? Drum roll, please. Propaganda!
Yippee!
Bam, bam, ba-dam. Good old propaganda.
Who doesn't love a few flyers of propaganda?
We love you, Uncle Sam. Thank you for carrying this country so much. Maybe we should have liked a good old uncle called Sam to be president. Alright. So as you know, World War I propaganda was not kind to the Germans. Not kind. Neither were the Sedition Acts. Neither were the Sedition Acts.
The Great War wasn't that great for anybody.
So basically, anything German sounding would be renamed. Because as we know, un-American ideas, bad. American patrioticness, good. Isn't that right? Basically, as we know, we saw the Germans as the bad guys because of the submarine telegram and the multiple ships they sunk. And the popular hamburger, and I quote, the popular hamburger became a Liberty Burger. Dash hounds became Liberty Hounds, and sauerkraut called Liberty Cabbage. It just relates to the Sedition Acts, because you know, I don't know, man. German sounding names is high-key un-American. After World War II, the world split in two, East and West. This marked the era known as the Cold War. And the Metal Gear series said that. I don't know what game because I don't play the games. But the maker of the game is known as Kojima. Isn't that swell and nice? As you know, World War II, we saw an economic boom. Isn't that right? Because how may I put it? As Carl Johnson once said, war is the greatest antidepressant of them all. And as you know, we are the good guys, and those evil communists, they're bad. As we know. Yes. So basically, what better way than surpass them in food, in culture? So we kind of just chose the hamburger for one reason and one reason only.
To be better than those dirty Reds.
Exactly. And also with the rise of the suburbs, think about it. You live further from home. You own a car. You have a loving wife and kids.
And
a dog too.
A dog too, maybe a cat somewhere.
Sure, whatever. And basically, what happens when you go on a road trip?
Well, a few things that could happen. A lot of in-car fights.
No, I'm referring to the eating situation.
Oh yeah, car snacks. You can never forget about car snacks.
No, you gotta go through a drive-through.
Basically, what better food
than the hamburger? Think about it. This, you can hold it in one hand and drive. Think of the innovation.
You can eat it in your car, on a bench, on the ground, under a tree. Well, basically, live quote from the founder. You can eat it in your car, on a bench, under a tree. All you gotta do is take it out of the bag, eat it, and you can throw it all away.
Man, we're done. You know what? I'm gonna have to call the CIA on you. You might actually be a communist for all I know.
No one hears a word
they say. Has the memory gone? Are you feeling numb? Not a word they say.